Good men do the things they like to do. Great men do the things they need to do. But champions do the things they hate to do, to grow, to achieve, and to overcome all obstacles in their path. To learn more, visit www.evenplace.com.
Welcome to the Even Place with Dr. Alvin Augustus Jones of dralvin.com, the business of wisdom where we begin to love. He is the author of Dr. Alvin's Book of Ponderations, Success is Inevitable and Royalty Without a Future. All books are available on Amazon.com or Amazon Kindle. To learn more about his global efforts, visit www.dralvin.com or www.evenplace.com. You can find him on Facebook at Dr. Alvin, on YouTube at Dr. Alvin, on Twitter at Dr. Alvin Jones. Write him at alvin@dralvinjones.com or call 301-459-2461. That's 301-459-2461. And this is your host, Bomani Arma. Have you decided what kind of day you're having today, Dr. Jones? You having a great day or an outstanding day or a superb day? What's going on?
I just wish I was having a spiffy day like you, man.
Spiffy.
So is that clothing from your sponsor?
Yes. It's actually,
accounting. Make note of this. He has to pay for the advertising time. I wanted to make sure I got this on camera. I did not mention this prior to the show, but he has to pay for this advertising commercial for the clothes you're wearing.
Actually, no one would have known about it unless you spoke it since we're doing radio. But since you mentioned it, I actually didn't go home from the show I did last night, so I'm actually wearing it from last night. Mm-hmm. So, it's I look as cool right now as I did last night.
So what is a part of the sponsor? Who's the sponsor?
It's Grindstone International. It's a local company, clothing company. And right now, they're just giving me clothing, and I'm wearing them at my events. So that's
what did they give you, the jacket?
They gave me the jacket, they gave me the shirt. And I rarely wear people's just like logos,
right?
But he's got his logo on there. Most of the shirts that I wear from are really artistic, like designs or whatever. But yeah,
that's original design, and everything.
It's original. Yeah, this is his logo, the frowning face right there, the grindstone.
Wow.
But I got it. Oh yeah, the inside line.
You could have did white balance.
Off this joint, right? It's like silver.
Right.
So yeah, he gave me an exclusive T-shirt for my late shift video that I did 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
It's a you'll recognize the picture when I show. Matter of fact, I think I brought the hard drive. I'll show it to you when the show's over. But you'll recognize the drawing. Really cool artistic stuff. I got a joint with Leon Spinks on it. It seems kind of random, but when you see it, it's a lot of fun to do. So
what's their website and everything?
GrindstoneUniversal.com.
Because we're gonna send them a bill.
Well,
or I need, because what's interesting, I'm looking for a look for something we're thinking about doing in Arizona or different places, and I was looking at a jacket similar to that on yesterday, and when you walked in the door, I'm like,
So don't tell nobody, but I hired a stylist, right? Just because like my life has become making a whole bunch of public appearances.
Well, I think don't tell nobody I have a therapist.
So you're trying to get your inside together. I'm trying to get my outside together.
There you go. But I think that's important. I think having style or whatever, because one of the best things about you in terms of an image is the picture of you that everybody loves in the suit coat and looking you sitting on the counter. And
yeah.
That is a very good style.
My boys called that my Cornell East picture.
Yeah. Or Cornell South. But that's a nice jacket though.
Thank you.
I'm
hit up Grindstone since we promoting it.
2XL. And so, if they want to hook me up,
all right,
I'd be more than happy to, wear stuff.
They actually got a whole bunch of XXL stuff.
Okay, so if you want to hook up a deal for me as well,
all right,
and every week we can wear something visually,
something sporty,
and sporty and whatever, man.
All right, and then when we do your photo shoot, I'm gonna link you up with Tatiana. Butterfly Kisses is her company,
and
we're gonna make you look. Yeah, we're gonna make you look good.
Okay. You think she can get my hair like yours?
No. She's actually trying to make my hair look less like mine. We've been going back and forth on that.
So maybe what you can do is, you can cut it and then I can put it on and then.
Oh, nah. See, that's the problem. See. Well, yeah, I guess, I'll cut it and give it to you, but that's the problem. She wants it, like, I got the Bob Marley locks going on, and she wants them more, I don't know who has really good locks. I don't know, like Wale, you know what I'm saying, like manicured.
I like Stefan's hair.
Yeah, Stefan got the. Looks like you don't really pay attention to it, but you are paying attention to it because it's like locking up, information.
It has a lot of style, I complimented about that the other day. Anyway,
well, he's the photographer. He should be able to take some pictures of himself. So
that's true, and he can. You have the permission, Stefan, to fade from us to your picture and come back. Yeah, but we're having a good day. I mean, it's interesting that I can't remember how many years ago, but I made a decision that I was going to have a good day. And it's a decision. It's an act of your will. It's a decision that you are saying that we're not saying that, I may be in a car accident, the cat may leave me and go up a tree or something. It doesn't mean that you have problems, but I don't define my life by issue. I don't define my life by a bad thing. But when you look at the sum total of a particular day, it turns out fine. And there's a lesson to be learned from everything that took place and happens during the course of the day.
Yeah, I've been having a whole bunch of good days in a row, and just from learning that, all of them are experiences that are supposed to help.
It's all about perspective. I mean, it's on how you look at it. How do you take from it? And we appreciate that.
So today we wanted to discuss promises you made. Promise you made is actually how you're titling this lesson. So
right.
what inspired what we're talking about today, Dr. Jones?
We won't talk about it on the air, but
okay.
Well, the first one will be a hint to it. But I think the issue is, the first thing you want to do is, what do you think about yourself? What is your core promises that you made to yourself? A person is going to make a promise to themselves that they love themselves, that they care for themselves, because the way you love and the way you care about yourself ultimately affects the way you interact with other people. And so the theme is, what kind of promises did you make to yourself? We have a song that we wrote prior to us hooking up on a consistent basis. I respect myself, and so should you. So, do I respect myself? Do I honor myself? What do I will tolerate? What will I allow? And I think a person needs to have a core set of deal breakers. If I'm in a relationship, I will treat myself a certain way, and I'll treat you based upon certain commitments I made to myself.
Right.
So, what are some of the things that you, as an individual, have you committed to yourself in terms of self-love, self-nurture, or the lack thereof?
Got you.
I'm asking you a question.
I sometimes I felt like I've stayed in relationships where I've deserved what was going on. Like, this is the best that I could do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of realizing that I know what I want and I deserve to have what I want. And I also the person I'm with deserves to know that they're with someone who's doing what they're doing for them because that's what they feel, not because they feel like this is the best that I can do. I think that does come a lot about knowing promises you've made to yourself,
right? And
understanding your own worth and realizing that you're worth waiting for the people that or being around the people that make you feel fulfilled.
For some reason, with spirituality or religion, there seems to be this notion many times that if you think about yourself, if you do things that's in your best interest. Now, we're not talking about being so self-absorbed or being self-absorbed in the fact that you don't think about anyone else, you don't care about anyone else. But a lot of times the notion is if you think about something that's in your best interest, that's wrong. Right. Or to me, to be an individual is wrong. For example, your look, my look, we both are distinctive in our look. And we want to have our own personality. I tend to have three basic, for example, there's three basic things you can eat that's wrong: sugar, fat, and salt. I have three basic colors I normally wear in most instances: black, gray, and blue. Very conservative, very Wall Street, because that's the kind of image and that's the kind of people I'm around, tendency on the most cases. You have them, different look. It could be more fly, more stylish, or whatever the case may be.
I'm definitely more fly.
Yeah, well, it depends on who you're flying around. But I think everyone needs to say, this is my individual style. No one looks like you. I mean, the way you do your beard, or lack thereof. The way you do your hair, or lack thereof. That could be a song right there for you.
So I wanted to get something you were saying, people worried about coming across as selfish for looking out for themselves. I mean, one of my own personal theories that I've been living off of is that everything, I only do things that are in my personal interest. I don't trust people.
So you're not here for me?
I don't trust people who tell me they're selfless.
I asked you a question. Not here
no,
for me.
I'm not here for you. I'm here for me.
Wow.
Now, here's the thing, though. Seeing you smile makes me feel good.
Okay.
But that's about me feeling good.
Okay.
The same way.
Pump the brakes.
Yes.
So is a relationship Is a relationship, whatever it is, relative, business, personal, romantic, whatever, is it about how I feel?
Yes. All of them. Talking about, to personalize what you said, it's about how I feel.
So when you are in a healthy, vibrant relationship with me or whatever, at the end of the day, you have to say the evaluation, how do I feel?
Right. Now, see, the key to having that perspective, the key to being, quote unquote, selfish in that way is realizing what really makes you happy. Like, some people are completely self-interested, and they think that taking from other people makes them happy. They think that being the best and putting themselves above everyone around them makes them happy. But I understand that if you're happy, then I'm happy. Right. I understand that if my girlfriend's happy, then I'm happy. If my sons are happy, then I'm happy. Right. So my selfishness and looking out for my own well-being will lead me to help those around me. Because helping those around me will make the energy around everyone better, and I'll be happy. And so I think you can teach people, and you can have people be quote unquote selfish, as long as you're also teaching them the proper things that actually make them feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense to because people think that selfishness will lead everyone to rob each other, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Or to your detriment.
Right, but it only does that if you haven't been taught, or if you don't understand the truth that if you're robbing the people around you, you are constantly have to be watching your back. And I don't want to be watching my back. I want to keep my door unlocked. I want to walk down the street and not worry about having to be robbed. And so I keep the vibe around me good, and I treat other people around me correctly, and that comes back to me on some level.
And because that's the way you want to be treated.
Right.
And so that's the law of the universe.
Right.
So as you see yourself, you're going to attract like kind.
But you get into a problem when you are being nice to people, quote unquote, unselfishly. You're like, oh, this is a burden for me to do this for them, but because I should take on a burden and be nice to people. Like, no. If you feel like if you have to grit your teeth to do it, you know what I'm saying? If it's not something that really feels good for you to do, that I don't think it makes sense to be selfless and do it. I think you should be like, I want to help, even if you're helping people in the slums, or if you're fighting a war or something that's painful. If it doesn't fulfill you, that I don't think there's any honor in doing it. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't really actually, you don't see the help from it. Did I stump you real quick, Dr. Jones?
No.
So we're gonna wrap this segment up. We have a long list of things to go through here. Promise you made. I'm actually really interested to hear exactly what you're talking about and some of the lines you have here. Like, say, for instance, even though others don't care, always care enough to take care of yourself, which is, we're on the same wavelength. So we'll be back in a moment. We are here with Dr. Alvin Jones on theevenplace.com. I am Bomani Ahmad. We'll be right back.